Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And rackets regular, no bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Amanda Stecker, the part of Vertex Mechanical Run. And now behind the third base dugout, please welcome the Boy Scouts of America Hawk Mountain Council Group 529. The Boy Scouts are brought to us tonight thanks to the generosity of Johnny Food. The Boy Scouts lead the crusade against garbage at FirstEnergy City, including the recycling of plastic bottles. We kindly ask that you aid the Scouts in their efforts to keep your stadium clean and recycled. Thanks again.
Welcome back to Baseball Town, fans, here at America's Classic Ballpark in Reading, Pennsylvania. Your Los Luchadores de Reading taking on the Binghamton Rumble Ponies, the New York Mets affiliate. Of course, every Friday in Reading is Fiesta Friday, so Reading will adapt to their alternate identity as a part of the Copa La Diversión initiative by Minor League Baseball to go back to our roots, to be inclusive of the Latino community, especially here in Reading, where that makes up 64% of our city. So love to have this night here at the ballpark, as James Mcarthur is going to be our starter for this evening. Getting ready to get underway. Just a couple minutes from first pitch. Fans, thank you so much for joining us, whether you are on Minor League Baseball TV, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, whatever it is you're tuning in on. I am Emily Messina, bringing you all the action here from Reading, along with Alexis Yoder. Thank you so much for joining us.
Turned out to be a really great day here, Emily. We were here earlier, tarp was on, thunderstorm watches, and it did thunderstorm here for a little bit, but so glad that it cleared up as opposed to our last homestand where the rain didn't hold off and we had a doubleheader. But turned out to be a really great night. Not too hot, not too cool. It's a great night for a baseball game.
And we're really appreciative of all the fans coming out tonight, but if you weren't able to, thanks so much for joining us on the air. Here's the righty, James Mcarthur. He'll see Wyatt Young, who's been leading off all series for Binghamton. Young still has yet to get a hit. He did a walk on Wednesday's game, as the first pitch comes in, a ball 6:46. Wow, only a minute off. That's not too shabby here in Baseball Town, as James Mcarthur throwing to Jack Conley back behind the plate, his first start as a catcher, as Young fouls it back. Out in left field today, Aldrum Corridor, in center Chris Sharp, and in right Kevin Vicuña, who returned from the injured list yesterday. Ollie Castillo staying at the hot corner. The middle infielder, Guzman and Magnetti, and of course Josh Occamy back at first. This is punted down the left field line, foul. And as count moves to 1-2, Mcarthur with some really early velocity here, 96. A fastball is reading. Gets the sign from the catcher. Conley takes a big kick, ground ball up the first base side. It rolls foul. And we'll go again.
Brought it down to 82 on that one. I like he's going right for the strike zone right away with some high-speed pitches. He's not messing around here to begin.
He gets 2 strikes quickly here on Wyatt Young. First inning has really been James's kryptonite. Here's the 1-2 offering, taken out to center field. Chris Sharp barely has to take a step to make the catch. And there is out number 1. Usually if James can get past the first inning clean, he can really settle in. His first inning ERA, a 7.88. But after that, he really comes down a little bit. His last 2 outings have been his strongest. He's done longest outing, 6 innings of work, pitch count-wise, 86 pitches. So hopefully he can get us at least 5, maybe 6 today. Ground ball left side. Guzzi on to first. There's 2. Reading coming off a tough loss yesterday as they fell 6-4. Binghamton scoring 2 runs in the top of the 9th that Reading just couldn't follow up with any of their own. And now the Rumble Ponies lead the series 2-1. Reading trying to tie it up today. A nice Friday night in Baseball Town as Ronnie Mauricio steps on the left side. Mcarthur's got 2 outs. Comes home with the first pitch down low. .95 out of James. Takes a step back. Mauricio goes up the middle. And with a little bit of a shift on, nobody is there. And the Rumble Ponies get a base runner here with 2 outs. The first hit of the game going to Mauricio. And here is the cleanup hitter, Luke Ritter. Brett Beatty, the Mets' number 2 prospect, was supposed to be in the lineup today, as he was supposed to be yesterday. Both days late scratch. I'm not sure if he'll be available for the rest of the series. They haven't put him on the injured list as Mcarthur comes home. First pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Mauricio shuffling off the bag at first. He does have 6 stolen bases on the season. Seems as though Binghamton's being very aggressive on the base pass. Mauricio goes, the throw from Conley. It's on the outside part of the bag, and safe at second is Ronnie. He kind of held up. He initially got a good jump, then he thought twice about it and decided to keep going.
Well, it was a good throw by Conley. It was just a little bit offline. I think Mignetti would have had a chance to apply the tag had that throw been more on line directly to the bag, but still, stolen base. But
gets himself into scoring position here. Mcarthur looks back. Now he's going to come home. A big swing and a miss by Ritter, and that will do it. Jack Conley looks to apply the tag. Mcarthur gets out of the inning clean, so on to the bottom of the first we go. Reading does have an opportunity to get on the board first. The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Bottom on the first, coming up in Baseball Town, James Mcarthur was able to get out of the top half clean. So on to the bottom of half we go. Ollie Castillo is going to be leading us off. Jack Conley in that number 2 hole. Aldrum Corridor, and then Logan Occamy. The designated hitter today will be batting cleanup. Josh Occamy, number 5, Chris Sharp batting 6, and then Vicuña, Mignetti, and Guzman rounding out 7 through 9. As Castillo comes up, he will see righty Jose Chacin. From the Rumble Ponies, he'll be throwing to the number 1 prospect, Francisco Alvarez, who's back behind the plate. Cortez in left, Fargus in center, and Ashford in right as the first offering from Chacin comes in the dirt. Ball 1. Left to right across the infield looks like Ritter, Mauricio, Young, and Vasquez. Ritter had trouble at third yesterday, but he was supposed to play first until about 45 minutes before the game and had to make a last-minute switch, and maybe was thrown off a little bit. 2 balls, no strikes. Castillo takes this out to center field. Vargas on the run back at the warning track. He makes the catch over the shoulder. A long fly ball is out number 1. We saw Castillo make really hard contact like that yesterday and just hasn't been able to bring it across the wall yet. I think we're all holding our breath waiting for when he sends the first one out of here.
And maybe if the air was a little bit thinner tonight, that one would have carried a little farther, but still, solid contact. He's back in the leadoff spot after Mickey Moniak held that spot for the last couple games.
Jack Conley looks to hold up his swing. He does make contact and fouls it into the right field grandstand. Conley's first time batting in this number 2 hole has certainly worked himself into the starting lineup with the season that he has had, as he takes a ball down and away.
He had a monster homestand 2 weeks ago. Certainly earned it.
Rested yesterday, so he comes in a little bit fresher here today. The 1-1 home outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. It's a little humid, 71 degrees right now. As you said, the air a little bit thick, but 9-mile-an-hour wind pushing straight out to center field. So we'll see how that impacts both teams tonight offensively. As Chassin comes home, Conley pops this foul, and we'll go again. Turned out to be a nice night at the ballpark. Those clouds stuck in the mountains behind us, so I think we're going to be all good. Overcast skies, though. The lights are on here at the ballpark just to make sure everything's good to go on the field. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jack Conley. Chassin deals, cuts on and misses. And there is out number 2 here in the bottom of the first. Reading looking for their first hit of the game. They'll send Aldrum Corridor up to bat from the left side. The righty Chassin started his season in High A and then came over to Double A Binghamton in May. Now, what's interesting about teams that are on the East Coast, as Corridor skyrockets this one up, it's going to stay in the infield. Young coming in at second base. He'll make the catch, and that'll do it. So I guess I'll finish my conversation about the leagues in the next half inning. To the top of the second we go, scoreless here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Here we go into the top of the second, scoreless at FirstEnergy Stadium. They're already setting up for post-game fireworks out in left field. Those guys grind out there. The best part about our fireworks shows, other than, of course, the Saturday Mega Blast,
I was just going to say, they're great every night, but tomorrow night, apparently it's supposed to be a whole nother level. So
that is
come out for that.
Our first Mega Blast of the season tomorrow. But it's really cool. Our fireworks are shot off by hand, so very old school style by International Fireworks of Douglasville. They don't use a computer system. They are out there with the flame, lighting up the dynamite or whatever it is.
Old school.
I don't think it's dynamite. As down. And so trying to do so here the same to Vargas, who takes this out to center field. Sharp on the run in. He'll make the catch. And there is out number 1. Now, Mickey Moniak still with us here in Reading, getting the day off today as a part of a rehab, although I actually haven't seen him today. Have you seen him down there?
I have not.
Okay.
I didn't see him when I was down there.
But no
floating
roster
around.
moves, supposedly with us for the end of the weekend, so we'll keep you updated on that as far as rehabbing goes, but you never know. Who knows what's going to happen?
We could see if he pops his head up here throughout this game. Or
First pitch ball outside to Carlos Cortez. Mcarthur, glove at the waist, takes a big step home, and Cortez pops this foul into the 67 club. Big group outing in the pool down the right field line today. There's got to be 50 kids in there already, which I love to watch, and the best part is when someone splashes a home run in there too.
oh, that
Right inside, and Mcarthur has him 1 and 2.
I want to see if there's any kids that'll just tackle each other in the pool to try and get a hold of a home
Oh,
run
I'm
ball.
sure. That's one of a kind. One out on the board. Mcarthur comes home. He gets a big swing out of Cortez. He makes just light contact, enough to stay alive here in this bat. And he'll get another chance. James takes a deep breath. And he'll come at him again, this time in the dirt. 2-2 the count. Last night, and I'm sure she's here somewhere, James's daughter Lenny was running around on the field after the game. I think she's just over a year old. It was we had the toss-a-ball after the game, and she was tracking down all the tennis balls for us. Super cute. Here's the 2-2 as the righty comes home. Popped up left side. Corridor on the run. Finds it in the air, and he makes the catch for out number 2.
Made me a little nervous
Looked
there
like
at the
it
end
got
with that.
caught in the wind a little bit.
Sidestep to the left a little bit. Got to deal with the elements, but he was able to still track it down. But it's nothing like that extra little shimmy at the end to get actually where you need to be to make a catch.
As long as you got 2 hands on it, it's all good. So 2 outs here in the second for Mcarthur as Hayden Sanger comes up for the first time today. Sanger, a late entry into this game. He was supposed to have the night off, but with Brett Beatty out of the lineup, had to come in as the designated hitter. James gets a first pitch strike, and the second one will go foul for strike number 2. Reading in their Los Luchadores uniforms, the home white pants and the black and yellow jersey tops. It's black chest with the Luchadores mask on the front, representing the fighting spirit of the community, and also lots of parts of Reading, and the yellow cap sleeves, the cap as well, matching the rest of the uniform. Binghamton, I guess either they didn't bring their Copa or they don't have a alternate identity, wearing the road gray pants and the red Binghamton tops with the red caps and the Rumble Pony logo on the front. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hayden Sanger as he fouls one back sharply. He'll stay alive.
Couldn't see quite over there what happened with that one. Sounded
I
like
think it hit a seat.
Sounded like it hit with some force.
So infield, outfield resets here. Everybody playing straight up. The 1-2. Line drive, a jumping Mignetti, can't get to it. And Sanger will have a base hit here with 2 outs to continue the frame. Rumble Ponies have a runner on with Jeremy Vasquez. Vasquez yesterday 2 for 4 in the contest. Scored one of those runs in the 9th. Binghamton took the fight and Phil 6-4, but Reading battling back here tonight. The sun's starting to peek through the clouds a little bit. Hopefully doesn't create any shadow problems for any of the players as Vasquez takes a pitch inside, ball 1. Phillies getting their start in New York tonight after taking the Braves 4-1 last night. They're visiting the Mets. Line drive that bounces in front of Mignetti. He can make this play on to first, so that'll do it. Mcarthur gives up a hit, but he strands him on first. Into the bottom half we go. Reading still looking to get on the board first.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Mcarthur shut him down in the top of the second, so Reading looking to get on the board first here in the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Logan Occamy, Josh Occamy, and Chris Sharp. Occamy batting .310 for the Fightin' Phils, really upping it over the past 2 weeks as he plays as the designated hitter today, have the night off back behind the plate. But will still stay in the lineup for the Fightin' Phils as he leads in almost every hitting category. As he takes a first pitch strike and a ball outside. Leads with 40 hits, 24 runs batted in, and 27 runs scored. He also leads in active players with stolen bases 4. As he pops this one up sky high, the catcher Alvarez coming back in foul territory. He tracks it and makes the catch over his head and then quickly throws the ball into the outfield. Looked like a #1 prospect for 5 seconds there and then tossed the ball away.
Hey, he also did a side shimmy there to get that ball.
There we go for out #1 as Josh Occamy comes up for the first time tonight.
I mean, to be fair, he did show off his arm, but it wasn't exactly perfect aim.
Maybe strength, but certainly not accuracy. As
you need both.
Chacin comes up and he sends a first pitch strike to Josh Occamy. So he was very successful when he was in high A. He had a 1.53 ERA as Josh takes a pitch inside in 4 starts. 3 walks to 22 strikeouts. When he got the call up to AA, he's been solid. I mean, 3 ERA, 4 games, 5 walks to 18 strikeouts. Obviously, there's some adjustment period between high A and AA. That's a pretty big jump as the 2-1 is cut on and missed by Josh. 2 balls and 2 strikes. But what's interesting is that a lot of these players have seen each other before because they match up. The Brooklyn Cyclones, the Mets high A, and our Jersey Shore Blue Claws, they match up quite a bit throughout the season. So these are guys that you kind of also have grown up with as Occamy bats this into left field. Cortez on the run in, but it's going to drop in front of him for a base hit. Josh gets Reading's first knock of the day, and they get a runner on with just 1 out for Chris Sharp. Perfectly placed by Josh Occamy to go the opposite way. Everyone was shifted a little bit.
Yeah, if Cortez was maybe a step closer to the infield, he could have caught that ball, but didn't really look like he was sprinting in either, so.
Yeah, his path might have not been the most efficient forehand. And
It's that
here is-
wind.
There you go. Chris Sharp takes the first pitch ball. Reading trying to make something happen here in the bottom of the second in Baseball Town. Sharp sharply grounds this to third base. Ritter fumbles it, then fumbles it again. He struggled over in the hot corner yesterday, and he makes an error here in the bottom of the second to allow Chris Sharp to reach. Reading has 2 on and just 1 out here, as an E5 is going to allow Chris Sharp to reach. And I think even after the first bobble, if he remained calm and threw it over, he would have had time. But once he got it into his throwing hand, he bobbled it again, and that is where he lost the out.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to have a chance, too. The Sharp wasn't really moving that quickly out of the box, but credit to him. He's getting on base any way he can. Got on base 4 times last night, 3 walks, and hit by a pitch, so maybe not making contact, but he's getting it done one way or another.
Kevin Bacuna sends this out to center field. Fargas on the run back by the warning track, and Occamy is going to tag up and come to third easily. Sharp remains on first, and your Fightin' Phils have a runner 90 feet away from home with 2 outs on the board. Here is Fraylin Mignetti. And you're right, a lot of it is about the grind. You're not going to have every day where you go 3 for 4. That's not how the game works. So you have to find other ways to get it done. Obviously, hit by pitch, not ideal. But walking 3 times in a game, running out a play where he could have been out by the time the throw got to first. I mean, if he hadn't charged, certainly could have been out by the throw as Mignetti pushes this out to center field. Fargas on the run back. He'll make the catch at the warning track again. Man, these balls are getting stuck in the sky tonight. Well struck by Mignetti, but Reading can't drive a run across as we head into the top of the third, scoreless here in Baseball Town.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com. The number 9 hitter for Binghamton will start us off here in the bottom of the third, or the top of the third, don't want to get ahead of myself, as Zach Ashford steps in the box against James Mcarthur. He's been clean through 2. Reading had an opportunity to score a run in the bottom half, but they weren't able to. So the score remains 0-0. Ashford sends this one sharply into the stands for a strike to start off this half inning. Yesterday had a base hit and a walk as he fouls back the next offering for strike 2. So interesting that the Phillies are playing the big club Mets, and obviously we're playing the AA affiliate of the Mets. Sometimes it works out. Lehigh Valley playing the AAA Red Sox. Up the middle goes Ashford for a base hit, and Binghamton will get their first batter on here as Ashford is safe at first, and they go back to the top of the order with Wyatt Young. Lehigh Valley scoreless after the top of the first against Worcester. And Jersey Shore, I believe they started in a rain delay, but they should be getting going sometime soon. Mick Abel on the mound for the Blue Claws tonight, so we'll keep you updated on Abel. Usually Abel and Painter both throw on Saturday, so not sure what the move up was there as Young fouls one back, strike number 1.
Now, I've always wanted to go to Jersey Shore, but I feel like now I have more of a reason to, that McAbel and Painter are there. And
Painter's still in Clearwater.
He's still in Clearwater. I'm interested to see if Abel can make it here by the end of the season. I mean, his ERA isn't the best right now, and I feel like he's going to have to improve that a little bit before he gets moved up here with us in Reading. But still, he's got a lot of potential. I'm excited to see where he goes in his career.
Obviously a high-ranked prospect for the Phillies, number 3, but they'll tell him where he needs to be and when he's ready to move up. We'll have to wait and see if he comes to us this season. As Wyatt Young takes another strike, so the count 0-2. Zach Ashford on first. He's had 3 stolen bases this season. Mcarthur's already thrown over 1, so he only gets 1 more opportunity to go over to first. But he's going to come home with the 0-2. Ground ball right side, it's foul. And we'll go again. Speaking of ranked prospects, James Mcarthur is one of them. He's number 20 on the Phillies top 30 prospect list for a good reason. Very solid arsenal for a starter. I mean, he has a serious repertoire. As he comes home again with the 0-2, this one fouled the opposite way. Will continue to go. Fastball, curveball, slider, change. So he's got all the good ones there. He's got high velocity, as we've seen, 94, 96 with the fastball today, and he can bring his breaking balls down to low 80s, which is a really good difference maker. And also, big frame for a starter. That's kind of what you're looking for. He's 6'7", 230, as Young is battling Mcarthur. Another foul ball back. That's number 5 of the at-bat. Ashford shuffles off the bag. Mcarthur looking for his first out of the inning. A ground ball would be ideal here. Once again, the 0-2, ground ball left side. Guzzi, Mignetti onto first, and they turn 2. Man, could I have spoke that? I know. I gotta love it, and so does James Mcarthur as he points to his teammates. Way to go. We got 2. We cleared the base pass, and now all we need is 1 more here as Francisco Alvarez steps up. For the second time today, he grounded out to short his first time up. Prior to this game, James Mcarthur had induced just 1 ground ball double play, so now he doubles his count on the season as the first offering comes in a strike to Alvarez. The righty batter, a big open stance as he takes a wild swing. Well ahead of the pitch, thinking fastball, and Mcarthur goes off speed. Jack Conley calling the game from back behind the plate. Here's the 0-2 with 2 outs. Left side, it's foul. We'll go again. Jack says his main concern back behind the plate is not letting his pitcher allow any runs. And he says that even translates when he's playing outfield. He is so concerned about making sure his pitcher is having a good game, and that's how he wants to contribute. And he's doing a really good job all across the field for Reading this season, as another foul ball is hit into the stands. They must have already gone through a dozen balls here. And
easily.
We're in the top of the 3rd. I mean, probably 2, actually. I should go count all the foul balls that we've had in this game.
I wish they gave us a number of how many balls they go through every game. Like, is that available somewhere?
Above the letters, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I want to say that the umpires unwrap, and because they muddy them all up before the game, so they're game ready. I want to say they do like 7 dozen before each game. Ground ball, Occamy will make the play unassisted, and Mcarthur uses a big ground out to get out of the top of the third. He needs some run support for his team. Will he get some here as we get into the bottom of the third scoreless at America's Classic Ballpark?
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klinger's on Cressonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Bottom of the third, Reading looking for some run support for their starter, James Mcarthur, who had them clean through three. So scoreless, Binghamton and Reading here in the bottom of the third. The number 9 hitter, Jonathan Guzman, will lead us off, then Ali Castillo and Jack Conley. Middle infielders playing back, deep corner infielders in, as Guzman takes the first offering on the end of the strike zone. And there's strike one. Chassin moving quickly here.
Don't we usually have a mascot that wears the Luchadores mask?
We do. I'm not sure if he's here tonight.
Haven't seen him around.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Jonathan Guzman here, as he's looking to get something started for the Fightin' Phils. They've had just 1 hit today. Chris Sharp reached on an error. Binghamton has had 3 hits today. And obviously that 1 error in the field as Guzzi takes a pitch outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the offering from Chassin, sharply hit to the shortstop. Mauricio over to first. Good hustle by Guzzi, but out with the ground out. And there is 1 here in the third for Ali Castillo. Now Ali has been very successful for Reading in the past 10 games. He's upped his batting average to .326, and he actually rides a very serious 9-game hit streak, which have all come with singles, which is very impressive and especially important for the leadoff batter to get on base. And he looks to continue that here today after flying out to deep center his first time up. He takes a ball. Chassin up to 27 pitches here in the top of the third. Castillo pokes it the opposite way, but right to Vasquez at first. He makes the play unassisted. Back-to-back ground balls, puts 2 outs on the board here for Jack Conley.
Tell you, we're hitting the ball hard today, but it's just been right at Binghamton's fielders every single time. Castillo just had that 1 hit pretty hard there, but right to the first baseman. And honestly, on both sides, that's been an occurrence.
And that
especially
works.
to center field.
Putting the ball in play is, even if you're not dropping it in, even if you can't find the hole, something good is eventually going to happen. Now we saw that there with Chris Sharp as Conley fouls this one up, the count 1-1. But making contact, putting the ball in play, and eventually things are going to start working out for you. And Reading has made a lot of hefty contact here, only one strikeout so far, and that was Jack Conley in his last at-bat as he takes the third offering into the stands, down 1-2. Chacin, a long background in minor league baseball, originally signed with the Dodgers back in 2015, but was released after last season, and the Mets quickly picked him up on June 1st, 2021. And he's spent time last season in low A and high A. This season, his first start in Binghamton Double A. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Conley awaits the pitch. He takes it into center. Running over Vargas, it hangs up in the sky just enough to make the catch, and Reading goes down in order here in the third. James Mcarthur called back out to the mound quickly, scoreless in Baseball Town. Top of the fourth coming at you in just a second.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Top of the fourth, we go in Baseball Town, 0-0, as Binghamton will get the chance to hit against Reading here. James Mcarthur back on the rubber here for the Fightin Phils, allowed just 3 hits so far, and he'll come out with 42 pitches under his belt here for the top of the fourth, looking for a quick inning to put his team right back up to bat. He'll see Ronnie Mauricio with the first pitch ball, then Luke Ritter and Janeshwi Vargas, the heart of Binghamton's order. Ground ball right side. Mignetti puts his glove on the ground, gobbles it up, and throws over to first. And Mcarthur gets out number 1 here for Luke Ritter. Ritter struck out swinging his first time up, but he's had a pretty good series for Binghamton. Yesterday, a hit and a walk. Wednesday, 2 hits, and Tuesday, a solo home run. So he's been on base in every game this series as Mcarthur sends him a first pitch strike. Game number 4 of the 6-game set here in Reading tomorrow night. Lots of fun things going on. A 6:45 start here in Baseball Town for our Wizards and Wands night, a.k.a. Harry Potter. Minor League Baseball, you didn't hear that. As Ritter fouls this one into the stands, giving chase is Vicuña, but he runs out of room. It's a long strike, too. We'll also have our first Mega Blast game of the season tomorrow, and then Sunday, a 5:15 contest here in the ballpark, a kids' character appearance coming at you for that game. So lots more action here in Baseball Town.
You can't forget it's Bark at the Park on Sunday.
That's the best promotion. Here's the 1-2 from James, 1 out on the board. He comes home in the dirt, and he'll move the count to 2-2. That is the best promotion. I mean,
can't wait.
What is better than watching we have like the prime view up here. I could see all the dogs in the park.
Oh my gosh,
The 2-2 is swung wildly by Ritter at an offering down and away, and he strikes out for the second time today. Mcarthur picks up 2 outs here in the 4th and looking for 3 with Janeswi Fargas stepping into the right side.
I'm interested to see how many loud dogs there are. Like, is there going to be barking all over the place sporadically throughout the game, or are we only going to see well-behaved dogs?
You know, I'm trying to think if I've ever been, like, distracted by a barking dog, like, in the past season, and I don't think so. I think usually they're pretty well-behaved, but some of them get excited when they see other dogs or, like, a flying baseball.
That's true.
Because obviously that'll do it, as this is sent foul onto the roof. 1 ball, 1 strike. But we do make sure we take care of the pets really well here. We have water stations all around. We do have grassy area for them to do their business, and undercover in the shade if it's really warm out. And they get their own seat. That's part of the
That's so cute.
with Humane Pennsylvania, as this is ripped foul down the third baseline into Binghamton's bullpen. And it's strike 2 for Fargas. So definitely set to be a really awesome rest of the weekend here in Baseball Town for a happy Memorial Day.
Absolutely.
Lots
It's supposed to be
of fun.
good weather, too.
That's the best. You didn't make it to the beach, you better make it here. Here's the 1-2, up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for James Mcarthur. He's only allowed 3 hits to the Rumble Ponies here through 3 2/3. As he kicks and fires home, this is going to drop in for a hit. All the way to the wall it goes. Corridor tracking it down, but it's Sharp who tosses it back in, and a stand-up double for Fargas here continues the frame. A runner in scoring position for Carlos Cortez. Now this is game number 43 of 138, so we're into it, but there's certainly a lot left. It's a long season. That's what we love about it. Certainly more opportunities at home. If you hadn't been out to Baseball Town yet, we hope that you do join us, and of course support us on the airways if you can, and especially when the team is on the road as well. So Mcarthur has 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. We are still scoreless in Baseball Town. The righty comes set at the waist, looks back at second. The first offering to Cortez is fouled back for strike 1.
And Fargas only joined the Rumble Ponies last night.
Just joining as Matt Winokur went on the injured list, so they needed another outfielder and called upon Fargas, who was in Syracuse. This ball in the dirt blocked by Jack Conley, and it's a 1-1 count. If you hadn't have a chance to watch the short and sweet with Jack Conley, I urge you to go watch that video, because you will learn about one of the most interesting people I have ever met. Name the funniest guy on the team for a reason. Conley, you can check that video out, Facebook, YouTube, as Mcarthur looks back, the runner going, he comes home, and Conley loses it from his glove to his hand, can't make the throw down. Sliding into third is Fargas with a stolen base. Yesterday he had 2, today he tacks 1 more on, 9 on the season, which is pretty impressive. But I'm serious. Go learn about Jack Conley, because the way his brain works is it's very unique in a positive way. I mean, it's crazy. 94-mile-an-hour whizzes past Carlos Cortez. And Mcarthur has 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs on the board, looking to get out of this inning clean so his teammates can come up to bat. They need some run support. Here's the 2-2 ground ball right side. Mignetti should get this on to first, and he does, and that'll do it. Mcarthur strands another runner on here. Through 4, we are scoreless in Baseball Town. Reading will come up to bat in the bottom half in a second. The heart of their order in Corridor, Occamy, and Occamy in just a moment.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bottom of the fourth here in Baseball Town. We are scoreless. James Mcarthur allowed a runner to get to third, but he kept him there to keep this 0-0 tie. And now his teammates have got to give him some run support. Here in the bottom of the fourth quarter, Occamy and Occamy due up. Chassin just 33 pitches through 3 innings of work. He's been very efficient. He sat the Fightins down in order twice so far in this game, allowing only 1 hit. Reading has also had another base runner as Chris Sharp reached on an error. Aldrin Corridor steps in the lefty batter's box. He takes a first pitch strike at the letters. Popped up to the first baseman his first time up. And he sends this one foul for strike number 2. Up high to Corridor, and there's the first ball of the at-bat. Starting to get a little bit dark here in Baseball Town. The lights are on as the sun begins to set. Been playing for just under an hour here as Corridor takes a pitch inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Those dark clouds staying off in the distance, so we should be solid through the rest of this game. As Chassin comes home, a called strike 3 on the outside corner. I think Corridor thought that was pretty outside, saying something to Jae Young Kim back behind the plate. And there is out number 1 here for Logan Occamy.
Logan just kept his hit streak alive last night with 1 hit. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Up to 11 games for the Phillies' number 5 prospect. And he's really put in all the variety there. He's had 6 home runs, a couple of extra base hits, singles as well, as he takes a first pitch called strike and a second one down and away for a ball. Seems to have a better time on the road as he shoots this one out to center field. Vargas on the run at the warning track. He makes the catch, and Occamy so
he can't
frustrated.
believe it.
Saw him throw his hands up like, what do you mean that wasn't a home run?
And the wind was even on his side, too. The flag's blowing away from us.
I think it must be the air today because you can tell they're getting caught up in the sky. The air is so thick, the humidity slows it down a little bit. And there is out number 2. It's like the 3rd really long fly ball we've seen to center field. And here is Josh Occamy. Occamy's had Reading's only hit of the night so far. He had a single back in the second. He reached 3rd. We'll see what he can do here with 2 outs as he takes back-to-back balls to start off the at-bat. Crowd is getting wild here. They want to see him do something as he pops it into the stands. Actually, it'll hit the roof if you can hear that there. 2 balls and 1 strike. Chassin still throwing his fastball mid-90s. Reached 94 there in his 5th start here in Double-A. 25 years old. He comes home inside to Josh. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now, Occamy is 2nd, maybe even sliding into 1st. Guess I should look that up in the Eastern League in walks. He has walked 35 times. He's 2nd in the Eastern League to Bowie's Gunnar Henderson. As he pumps this one foul, the count is now full. Crowd is excited with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Here is the payoff pitch to Josh Occamy, and he sends it sky high. It's foul. The third baseman, Ritter, coming over, but he's going to run out of room, and Josh will get another chance here. Occamy 31 hits on the season. A couple of good ones for extra bases as the 3-2 was fouled back. Will go again. A team high 8 doubles and 6 home runs for the starting first baseman. Steps in very close on the left side. Chacin, glove at the chest, kicks and fires the 3-2 high and inside. He checked his swing, trying to avoid being hit, honestly. And he takes ball 4, so Josh has his 36th walk of the season, and he gets on for the second time today. Reading looking to put in some work with a runner on and 2 outs. Here is Chris Sharp.
And 2 guys in a row that are finding a way to get on base, even if they're not making contact.
And that'll work as Reading gets a runner on. Just their third base runner of the day. And Chris Sharp is the only other one as he steps in for the second time today and takes the first pitch outside. Just his 7th game for the Fightin' Phils this season. Only joined us a little under a month ago and then was on the COVID-related IL for quite a while. He takes a called strike on the outside corner again, down 0-2. Sharp affiliated with Pittsburgh before getting released before the start of the season, and Reading picked him up when we were on the road in Portland. Here's the 0-2. This one too far down and away for a ball. Had the day off yesterday with Mickey Moniak in the lineup for the Fightin' Phils, and he can play all over the outfield, which of course is very helpful. The 1-2 hits the outside corner. He can't believe that is a called strike 3, but he'll take it. And there is out number 3 for the Fightin' Phils as they strand a runner on the base pass. Into the top of the 5th we go, still scoreless in Baseball Town. White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday, before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz-Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz-Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz-Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Top of the 5th inning, James Mcarthur out for another inning of work. Scoreless
here for the Fightin' Phils as the starter, getting the job done so far, keeping his team in this game. And I have a special guest on with me for this half inning. It is Vince from Vertex Mechanical.
How you doing? I'm doing great.
We're both doing good. We're both just talking about what a nice Friday night it is at the ballpark. I mean, we are so blessed to be out here. You were telling off the air that this is like your 10th season doing business with us, which is awesome.
Yep. Yeah, and every year the group that we bring up the Cucalico Little League, and it's at a point now where I don't think I could ever not do it because they're expecting it every year.
They're looking forward to it.
So they love the opportunity to get out on the field for 15 minutes to throw balls on a real field, and it's awesome to watch.
The 2-1 misses outside, 3-1. Yeah, who doesn't love that? I mean, to be on a professional field one, but I mean, our groundskeeper does such a good job with this too. I mean, it is perfect. As a 3-1 is fouled back, James will get a full count here to start off. So you work with Cocalico Youth Sports, you work with us here, so you're a real big community member. Is that something that Vertex prides themselves in?
Yeah, it is. It's a very, I mean, we do believe in the give back, and we actually have to be very intentional on it to make sure we get it all done.
3-2, another foul into the stand, so we'll keep going.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's a part of who we are, though.
I like that. There you go. So you've been with Vertex for quite a while. You guys, contract heating, cooling, HVAC. What are kind of the services that you provide?
Yeah, so we're primarily anything inside of your home when it comes to the plumbing, electrical, heating, air conditioning.
The payoff pitch once more is below the knees. That's ball four. The first walk issued by James here comes in the top of the fifth, so pretty solid hitting the strike zone today as Binghamton gets a runner on and nobody out for Jeremy Vasquez. So you guys do everything in the home?
Pretty much. Yep.
Oh my gosh, it's kind of like a one-stop
We do
shop.
That's the intent.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you have any kind of issues, and the thing is, people don't like to touch that stuff anymore, so.
I'm one of those people.
So we're more than happy to help out.
I am a call for help type of person, not a get down in there. As Vasquez takes a first pitch swinging strike. And I think everybody's number one priority is convenience.
Yes.
And I feel like that's what you guys do such a good job with because you're so full service.
Yeah.
Ground ball right side. Occamy goes over to second. Do they come back to first in time? They do.
Nicely played.
Redding picks up a huge 3-6-3 double play. The second double play induced by James today, and he gets two big outs. Nobody on the base pass for Zach Ashford. So you guys also getting the job done at Vertex. You do a lot of local business, Reading, Lancaster.
Yeah.
Is that, would you say, your
We're
main
kind
area?
of on the north side of Lancaster. We're on the Lancaster side of the line, but we get into Reading as much as we get into in Berks County.
Ashford sends this into left field. It is just foul.
But yeah, Lancaster, Lebanon, we get into all three counties pretty good. Even Chester County, we're right off the turnpike, so it's easy to access everything.
That's awesome. And you guys mainly work in residential homes or corporate or both? Both?
Yeah, we do. I mean, I would say 70% of what we do is residential, but we get into a lot of businesses and do commercial work also.
That's awesome. Pretty well-rounded business. As James Mcarthur sends the 0-1 here to Zach Ashford inside a called strike. 2 outs on the board. Looking for out number 3. So you guys have a big group over in the 67 Club. I saw you down there for the target shoot, but I didn't see your first pitch. How was it?
I think it went well. I didn't see it. I saw the aftermath. It looked like everybody had the ball that's supposed to have the ball.
Well, okay, that's good. That's a good sign. I didn't hear of anybody getting hit down there. So I've seen some bad ones this year. So if I didn't hear about it, they were probably all pretty good. The 0-2 from Ashford is fouled back, so Mcarthur will have to go again with 2 outs. He comes home inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And how about the target shoot? How was that?
They had one that was close.
Okay, it was
one
close.
Was close. They say it was the wind.
They always say that.
Yeah, right.
This is sent foul into the stands. Ashford battling here against James Mcarthur, who's going to come out on top, scoreless in the top of the 5th. 2 outs on the board. And here comes James again. The 1-2 fouled back. Ashford looked like he put it on his foot there. And we'll go again. So how did you get involved with the Cocalico Youth League?
I was part of the organization just in general, I guess. My kids kind of came into the program. I helped the coach. So I was a part of the program for a lot of while.
So you've really done it all.
Yeah.
You were a coach. Now you help with the league.
Yeah, I don't do more for the league than bring them to this event. No, that's not true. I do some assistant coaching, which is fun.
1-2 hits on the inside part of the plate. Mcarthur gets a big strikeout to end the inning, and that'll wrap up this top of the fifth. Scoreless going into the bottom half. Vince, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
People can visit you online if they want to learn more about you.
You bet. That's where we get us.
There we go.
Thanks a lot.
A big double play ball gets James Mcarthur through the top of the fifth clean. He's only allowed 4 hits and 1 walk, no runs on the board, and we are tied here as Reading has only had 1 hit today and no runs. Mcarthur has made it clean through 5. Reading has to get on the board. They have to give him the chance to get the win. He has certainly earned it through 5. I believe he'll be coming out for 6, but Reading, they need more than a hit here. They need some base runners. And eventually, you got to get on the board here. As Kevin Vicuña is going to start it off for us. He takes a first pitch strike and then a second one outside. A called strike 2. Of course, Reading's best, I should say, in the back part of this ball game, 6 through 9, are really their top-tier hitting innings. I guess it takes them a bit to settle in. The 0-2 above the head to Vicuña. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good crowd here in Baseball Town. Of course, they want to see the Fightin' Phils win. Vicuña goes the opposite way. Hangs up in the air too long, and Ashford makes the catch for out number 1. It's not as if Reading hasn't been putting the ball in play today, as we said before. I mean, they've only struck out 3 times in this game. Everything else has been in the air, 2 ground outs. It's been crazy. Just can't get anything to drop in. It's just, it'll come. It'll come. Put the ball in play and good things will happen. So here's Fraylin Mignetti as he takes a ball outside. Righty holds off at a called strike at the knees. Let's check around the farm systems here as the Mets lead Philadelphia 3-0. Big National League East rival as Mignetti takes ball number 2. They're only in the top of the second. Gene Segura was hit by a pitch. I read injury delay on the game day. I don't know anything about that as Fraylin Mignetti fouls us back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yesterday, Mignetti changed his jersey number to 12. Needed a size that fit better for him. He was wearing 45, and that was huge. I don't know how he wore it for 3 weeks, but just had so many players coming in and out. It was tough. Here's the 2-2 to Mignetti. Chopper back to the pitcher on 2 hops. He fields it on to first, and he's in front of Mignetti getting to the bag. There's out number 2 here for Jonathan Guzman. Lehigh Valley trails 4-2. Who but Derek Hall to get an RBI in this contest for Lehigh. They're only in the bottom of the 3rd. And Jersey Shore began their night in a rain delay, and they are still in that rain delay. Mick Abel set to start for the Blue Claws. First pitch strike here to Jonathan Guzman. Grounded out to short his first time up. Now he takes a called strike at the knees. Jose Chacin has been absolutely dealing today. Allowed 1 hit and 1 walk, both to Josh Occamy. Really serious pitcher's duel as Guzman fouls this back to stay alive. Chacin just 64 pitches here, dropping his ERA to 2.38. And he holds off, down and away. There's the first ball. Slow rolling chopper charging in is Ritter. Does Guzzi beat him to the bag? No. Oh man, that was close. But the third baseman made the play on the run, and Reading goes down in order yet again on to the 6th. Scoreless in Baseball Town. What a pitcher's duel for you fans.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Mcarthur comes out for the 6th inning, 75 pitches under his belt, but he is dealing just 4 hits and 1 walk, no runs across as we are tied at 0 here in the top of the 6th inning. Now, I said before, Mcarthur's longest outing of the season has been mid-80s as this is lined into left field over the shoulder corridor, makes the grab, and if he's looking for efficiency, he certainly gets it done there. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's Francisco Alvarez, who's 0 for 2 today.
It's a good pitcher's duel tonight. No action either side in the bullpen.
Ground ball back. Foul number 1 here for Alvarez as he's down 0-1. The wind picking up just a little bit right now. That flag out in center field is blowing pretty sharply out of the ballpark as Alvarez holds up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mcarthur has gotten a lot of balls in the air tonight, and I think, honestly, so has Chacin that have really held up. He's gotten 7 ground outs and 4 flyouts today. As Alvarez bumps this back for strike number 2, Chassin has gotten 5 groundouts and 5 flyouts. I think both pitchers have 3 strikeouts today, so it's been a very, like we said earlier, very high contact day, but just weak or not hit, just hit where someone's standing, to be completely honest with you. As we haven't really seen any like serious defensive work, it's all been kind of routine plays. 2 balls and 2 strikes here for Alvarez. Mcarthur looking for out number 2. He kicks and fires home. He checks the swing. Does he go around? No. And the count is full. Alvarez, of course, had a big night yesterday. Went 4 for 4 with a walk. That was one of his better games, as he's been kind of on a little spiral. Softly hit to third. A bullet from Ollie Castillo, who has been showcasing his talents in the hot corner all week long, is out number 2 for James, and he gets the job done on a full count. Here is Ronnie Mauricio.
Alvarez got a pretty good jump there too, and thankfully that ball had enough whiz on it that Josh was able to reel it in. He had a nice scoop there at the end as well.
Certainly helps when you've got a trained professional over at first doing the picking, as Occamy has played there almost every game this season. We actually keep track in our game notes of how many starts everybody has made at each position, if I can find it in all this paper. Swing and a miss by Mauricio. He's down 0-2. Occamy has started 36 of 43 games at first so far this season, which is pretty impressive, and he was the DH once. So he has played in 37 of 43 games, so only sat 6 games this season, as Mauricio stays alive with the foul ball.
It's impressive, and he does it with the utmost professionality, if that's how you say that word. But
definitely very cool, calm, and collected kind of guy.
And experienced.
Mcarthur's got 2 outs here in the top of the 6th, the 0-2 just above the letters, and Mauricio takes a ball to stay alive. Binghamton 0, Reading 0, top of the 6th inning here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Mcarthur comes home, slowly off the bat. It is foul, chased by James and Jack, but they'll get a fresh ball.
Add another one to the list.
Well, that one will come back into the rotation eventually.
Oh, definitely. Actually rolled right into the dugout. Nobody even tried to stop it. Right down the steps to the back.
That'll work. Put that one back in the mix as James gets a fresh one here. Daughter Lenny looking on in the stands as her dad kicks and fires the 1-2 inside. Mauricio bumps back, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mcarthur still throwing pretty high velocity, 93 miles an hour here. And here's the 2-2. Sharply grounded Josh Occamy with the play at first. And James Mcarthur gets the job done through 6. A quality start for the Phillies' number 20 prospect as he gets the Fightin' Phils through 6 clean. We go to the bottom half. Reading needs some run support for their starter here in just a moment.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Our Phils game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Early life, less money guaranteed when you get earthnet.com. A good change of the pearls into the Albright College mascot autograph booth in Canada Blue Cross Fund. And the fun line now is neat change. Leading off for those Luchadores, stay ready. Third baseman number 39, Ali Castillo.
Bottom of the 6th inning, James Mcarthur's day is probably done through 6 with 90 pitches under his belt. He gives the Fightin' Phils probably their best start of the season. 6 innings of no runs, 4 hit ball. He only walked 1 batter, I believe. As he sends the Fightin' Phils to the bottom half, Ali Castillo leading us off the top of the order, followed by Jack Conley and Aldrum Corridor. Castillo 0 for 2 today. Takes back-to-back strikes to start off his at-bat. Sends this one fouled, given chase by Ashford, but it ends up in the stands. And he keeps his 0-2 count. Reading just looking for a base runner here. They're looking for literally anything to get this ball rolling. Ground ball, right side, a diving Young is able to make the play, stands up and throws to first, and there is out number 1. Man, Chassin is dealing. It's been certainly a very serious pitcher's duel on either side. He's only allowed 3 base runners, and one of them was reached on an error. As Jack Conley comes up, he's 0 for 2 today.
And Matt Seelinger starting to warm in the Fightin's bullpen.
Conley goes with the bunt. Oh, my God, it's perfect. Jack Conley bunts for a hit down the third base line, and the catcher runs it out. No throw by anybody on Binghamton, and that is how you get the party started.
And that couldn't have been more perfect. Perfect speed. It was right along the line, hugging it all the way. Almost got halfway to third base, too. 3 players right around it. Couldn't decide who was going to pick it up and throw it on to first, and Conley hustled it out, and now he's aboard with 1 out.
You don't expect the catcher to bunt for a base hit, but Jack has really put some speed and power on in the off-season, and he is working it here for Aldrum Corridor. As Reading gets a runner on, their second hit of the game here. Somebody up and stretching in the bullpen for Binghamton, but nobody throwing yet. Chassin gives a look at Jack. He does have 1 stolen base on the season. Aldrum Corridor rips this into left field. It's going back. Is it fair? Aldrum Corridor, a 2-run home run, puts the Fightin' Phils on top. And just like that, they turn this thing around.
You know, at first I couldn't tell if that one was going to stay fair, but looked like it did, and umpires agreeing, and now Reading has a lead in the first runs of the ball game.
He is fired up there, and now that bunt single by Jack Conley is all the more important. Could have easily been a solo shot, 1 run. Certainly not enough here, and Conley gets himself on base. Reading leads 2-0 with Aldrum Corridor's 4th homer of the season. Here is Logan Occamy. And hopefully that creates a big momentum shift for the Fightin' Phils. They get ready for the Sheet RBI guy, who's had 2 balls in the air today.
Called time after hearing his last name come up after the MTO chant.
Ground ball up the middle. Mauricio ranges over, and he makes the play for out number 2. And here comes up the only guy who's gotten on base both times today. It's Josh Occamy with a base hit and a walk. Occamy takes the first pitch strike. This is shot out to right center field. Ashford a long run in, but he's able to make the catch, and that'll do it. A 2-run home run by Aldrum Corridor puts the Fightin' Phils up 2-0 as we go on to the top of the 7th. We'll be right back here in Baseball Town in just a minute.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely. Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can.
Reading gets on the board first here. A 2-run home run from Aldrum Corridor put the Fightin' Phils on top 2-0 as James Mcarthur hands the ball over to Matt Seelinger, who comes out of the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen here for the 7th. Mcarthur got the Fightin' Phils through 6 clean innings, just 4 hits, 1 walk, and no runs on the board, and he did so on 89 pitches as Matt Seelinger comes in and he sends a first pitch strike here to Luke Ritter. We see Ritter, Vargas, and Cortez for the top of the 7th inning. The crowd can feel the energy now. I feel like the vibe has changed in this ballpark.
Absolutely, and those 2 runs, as we just said, can make all the difference. And good job to Mcarthur, too. We really haven't seen – we've seen a lot more bullpen action coming out and getting the starts, but this has been a really good outing for Mcarthur, and he should be proud. He's given his team a chance to win.
Definitely the team's best start of the season and his best. He's gotten a lot. He's really settled in these past few starts. He started to go deeper. He started to get more weaker contact, and certainly has proving today why he's the number 20 ranked prospect. As Seelinger comes out and he picks up a strikeout to start off the 7th. Here's Janeshwi Vargas, who has one of just 4 hits for Binghamton here in this contest. Had a double and a stolen base back in the 4th. Let's check out the Phillies here. They are down 3-0 to the New York Mets after 2 innings of work. So just getting that ball game started. Lehigh Valley trails 7-2 Worcester, and Jersey Shore was in a rain delay as Seelinger gets a first pitch strike to Vargas. And looks like they're still in that delay, so I don't know if they're going to call that or what's going on, as Seelinger gets a high pop-up to the shortstop. Guzzi tracks back into the outfield. He'll make the catch, and there is out number 2. Seelinger working quickly here. And here is Carlos Cortez. Cortez, a fly out and a ground out in today's contest. He takes a first pitch, ball down and away.
Conley almost committed something that Alvarez did earlier, sailing it over the head of player you're trying to hit with the ball.
Hopefully Guzzi would have been there to back him up. Hard hit foul ball. Conley rips his mask off, but it's going to end up in the stands. We'll get a fresh ball here with the 1-1 count. Good catch is made by a fan. And he tosses it to a little kid, which you got to love. Their best souvenir in all of sports.
You love to see it.
Sharply hit fly ball out to left. Corridor on the run back. It is foul, and good thing it was because it was into the stands.
Yeah, Binghamton's bullpen's not very happy with that call there.
I mean, it was definitely foul.
Oh, I agree 100%. But they're doing their best to try and make their case for a home run.
Coming out of the dugout there, the umpire shushes them back in, and Cortez comes back into the lefty batter's box with a 1-2 count. Seelinger got 2 quick outs here in the 7th, looking to set down the order here. He comes home above the letters here to Cortez, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Seelinger's had a pretty solid season for the Fightin' Phils. His last couple of outings have been a little bit off par for where he normally is, but he's been a very solid piece of the bullpen for the Fightin' Phils this season. We picked him up out of the Pittsburgh Pirates organization. A 2.82 ERA in 22 1/3 innings of work. He's allowed just 7 earned runs this season. And he usually can give us at least 2 innings. We'll see what we get out of him today, as he's got a 3-2 count here with 2 outs to Carlos Cortez. The righty leans over. He gets the sign from Conley. Now he comes set, glove at the chest. Here's the payoff pitch taken deep out to center field. Sharp on the run, and it's over the fence. Carlos Cortez picks up a solo home run as he points to his bullpen. Well, he doesn't get it to left, but he gets it to right. Comes back with a vengeance to put the Rumble Ponies down just 1 run now. And here is Hayden Sanger with 2 outs on the board. First pitch called strike. Sanger's been on twice today, a single and a walk. Takes the ball down and away. 1-1. Wind picking up out to center field. We've seen home runs in the past 2 half innings now. Not to say that they didn't deserve to get the ball over the fence, but always very
Certainly
interesting.
we're getting a little bit of a help from Mother Nature.
Corridor definitely did it on his own. But,
Oh, absolutely.
But about Cortez, you know, maybe the wind lifted it a little bit. There's 2 outs here, top of the 7th inning. Matt Seelinger looking for out number 3. The righty steps back, the 1-2 outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sun starting to set here at the ballpark. Friday night lights in Baseball Town. Such a beautiful thing. Nothing more pleasant here, summertime. Baseball, cold drink in your hand, a hot dog in the other. Seelinger misses outside, his 2nd full count of the inning.
You just got me thinking about that picture of the ice cream helmets on your computer earlier.
Love a good ice cream helmet. Here's the payoff pitch, and it is ball 4 below the knees as the tying run gets on first. Here is Jeremy Vasquez with a runner on and 2 outs. Inside to Vasquez. 1 ball, no strike. Hopefully everybody can still hear us on the other end. Just comment if you're listening so we know somebody's out there. As Vasquez takes a ball above the letters. 2 balls and no strikes. Sealander is going to take a breather here as Jack Conley is going to come out to talk to their pitcher. He's missed a couple times, and Ollie Castillo is going to come out as well. No visit from the pitching coach, Matt Sealander. Just trying to give him a second to breathe. With the pitch clock, you don't really get an opportunity to stop anymore, and so that's what the mound visits are for. This is bumped back foul, and Vasquez takes a strike. Hopefully that little meeting on the mound, a fan told me they can hear us, so I appreciate that. Little meeting on the mound says, oh, Glenn from YouTube listening in. We got a couple on Facebook. Thanks, Joey. Appreciate everybody letting me know the quality is good. 2 balls, 1 strike. Sealander gets a called strike on the outside corner. 1 away from getting out of this inning. Runner on first, and Hayden Sanger, who walked down there, a solo home run, made it 2-1. Reading still on the lead. Sealander looking for out number 3. Kicks and fires inside. And another full count from Matt as somebody is warming up in the bullpen for the Fightin' Phils. Maybe Braden Zabniski down there, I think.
We need to invest in some binoculars.
I just need to invest in some better eyesight. I think LASIK is the only option. Here's the payoff pitch with the runner going, and Sealander stays calm. He gets the swinging strikeout, and he ends the inning. 1 run does score off the bat of Carlos Cortez with his solo shot, but Reading leads 2-1 here. Stretch time at the ballpark. Looking forward to the bottom of the 7th coming up in just a moment.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, J.P. Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's J.P. Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries. But only Lidl has really low prices, like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Back in action for the bottom of the 7th inning here in Baseball Town. Reading leads 2-1 after Carlos Cortez's solo shot. But here is Chris Sharp to lead us off. He takes the first pitch strike. Jose Chacin still in the game. The starter for the Rumble Ponies will come into 7. A line drive by Sharp right into the glove of the center fielder. Fargas is out number 1. See, the hard contact is still coming for the Fightins, and they just can't lay it down. But, I mean, it's there. It's there, and that's a good sign.
And we can't find a way to just drop it over into a gap just in front of the center fielder. We can't find a way to do either of those things, but making contact still. got to put it in play to let something happen.
Solid pitcher's duel here as the 2-1 score in the bottom of the 7th inning. Kevin Vicuña steps in 0 for 2 today. He takes a first pitch ball. Sharply struck out to center field. Vargas misplays it. It goes right over his head. Kevin Vicuña hustling for 3. Vicuña with a triple here. He is jacked up on third base. And he leads the team in triples this season with 3, which is very impressive. And he gets himself not only in scoring position, he could have easily held up at 2 and nobody would have blamed him. But he hustles. He gets himself 90 feet from home here.
Showing off that speed.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, you could see out there in center field that Vargas is throwing his glove about, and he knows that he misplayed that ball by a mile.
He took steps in.
Yeah.
I don't know if he misread the ball or.
It just kept carrying, and as we just said, that.
But I wouldn't have taken step. I'm not a fielder, but taking the steps in prior to the route. The route wasn't ideal. But it's ideal for Reading as we get a runner 90 feet from home here with Fralin Mignetti up for the first time. Mignetti sends this into right field. It's shallow. Ashford coming in, looking to tag is Vicuña, but he's not going to be able to. And that's a tough out number 2 for Reading, as they'll rely on Jonathan Guzman here to try to score a run after Vicuña's triple. Of course, Alvarez is going to have to be perfect back behind the plate.
Vicuña getting a little bit of a hit streak going after coming back off the injured list. Definitely a spark this team will absolutely take.
Sometimes it's nice just to have a fresh face back in the lineup.
Very true.
Sharply struck out to left field. Cortez chasing it. He can't make the grab. Jonathan Guzman, a run-scoring double, puts the Fightin' Phils up 3-1. We'll have at it for extra base hits, as we were talking about putting the ball in play and something good is going to happen. And now Reading is finally dropping in some base hits.
Finally breaking through and getting some balls to bounce their way in the outfield after we saw ball after ball get hit out into the outfield, and starting to turn in our favor, and we'll absolutely take some insurance runs.
And now we'll see a meeting at the mound as the manager, Reed Brignac, comes in, and that probably means that the pitcher's day is done. Usually the manager comes out and takes the ball away from the starter, but he's been out there for quite a bit of time, and I don't know if the reliever is ready to warm up. I guess he's seeing if Chacin thinks he can stay in, but he can. He's going to point to the bullpen, and we're going to take a quick break here as we're stuck in the bottom of the 7th. Reading's already plated 1 run. They lead 3-1. Bottom of the 7th inning. I know we were having some trouble with the audio on Minor League Baseball TV, but I think we got it fixed, so thanks everyone for letting me know, and I'm glad things are working out because we are at a very important part in our ball game as Reading has now taken a 3-1 lead over the Binghamton Rumble Ponies, but more importantly, I feel like they have really shifted the momentum here. They've started to beat down the Rumble Ponies in a very close contest, and now Binghamton has to turn to their bullpen here as Shasseen's day is done. They make a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen for Mitch Reagan. First time seeing him this series. Jonathan Guzman out on second after doubling home Kevin Vicuña, who tripled to reach. So they've already put one on here in the 7th. There are 2 outs, but that is really Reading's time to shine as we go back to the top of the order with Ollie Castillo. Slow roller down the third baseline, but it's foul. And he'll get to go again. Now, Shasseen, I mean, a quality start here. He is responsible for the runner on second, but certainly through 6 2/3.
It's respectable.
Pretty respectable there, but
Reading kept
they
chipping
kept
away,
battling.
putting the ball in play, and it finally went their way.
So here's Reagan, the righty, dealing to Ollie Castillo with Jonathan Guzman out on second. Reagan deals Castillo, checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ali looking to keep his hit streak alive here. He's 0 for 3 in the contest. And Reading, who had 1 hit through 5 innings, now has 5 hits and a 2-run lead. Reagan looks back. He comes home to Ali, who pops this up in shallow right center field. Ranging over is Ashford. He makes the catch, and that'll do it, but not before the Fightin' Phils put a run on the board. Jonathan Guzman makes it 3-1. On to the 8th we go here. We'll have a pitching change at FirstEnergy Stadium in just a moment.
Gear up for Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at FirstEnergy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, J.P. Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's J.P. Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Coming into the game from the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen is Braden Zabniski. Reading has a 2-run lead as Binghamton trails 3-1. Zabniski looking to keep it that way as he takes a deep breath behind the mound, swipes the dirt, and steps onto the rubber here. He'll see the number 9 batter in Zach Ashford before going back to the top of the order. Binghamton's only run of the night came off a solo home run from Carlos Cortez. Ground ball is ripped foul down the first base line. Occamy dives for it, but luckily it's foul, and it is a sharp foul ball for strike number 1. Good crowd here in Baseball Town. Everyone's gotten to see the on-field fireworks here. Hopefully Reading can keep them up. And, of course, the post-game fireworks coming up as well. Zabniski, the righty, glove at the chest, takes a big step and gets another foul ball back from Ashford, 0-2. Swing and a miss, high heat from Zarb, 94-mile-an-hour fastball upstairs is a big out number 1 here in the 8th. Binghamton will send up Wyatt Young, the top of the order here. Young steps in the lefty batter's box. He's 0 for 3 today. Grounded into a double play, flew out and lined out to left. Zabniski misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Checking in with the Phillies. Have they put up any offense? No. They trail 5-0 at the end of 3. Bailey Falter getting the spot start. Called up from AAA in City Field.
Second time this season he's been called up.
Lots of arms to choose from in Lehigh Valley. Luckily, the AAA and AA parks are close enough that you can bring up people when you need them. Poked off the bat sharply into the stands. Tough time to react for the fans, but everyone seems all good down there, and that is strike number 2.
That even gave me a little jump scare.
Yeah, you definitely got to be careful over there just in case.
And that one just popped right over the safety net, too.
Here's the 1-2. This time it's inside. Conley makes a swipe as the count moves to 2-2. Don't forget, tomorrow another 6:45 contest here in Baseball Town. We'll have our first Mega Blast show of the season, so urge you to come out to that. But if you can't, we'll be here on the air at 6:45. And then Sunday, 5:15, as Young takes a ball overhead. The count is now full. Righty on lefty matchup here for Zabniski. Big swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Braden Zabniski. Is 2 outs on the board. He gets the Fightins in a really good spot here in the top of the 8th inning. They have just 4 outs left in this contest. They trail 3-1, so certainly still a very close game here. And I always say, you know, I don't think any lead is big enough, really, is insurmountable for any team.
Definitely not. And we've had pretty much every game that Binghamton's been here has been a close game.
Very close back and forth.
If they could break it open here once again in our half of the 8th inning.
Zabniski first has to get Reading out of this top of the 8th. Reading leads 3-1. Alvarez has a 1-1 count here. A little bit of a shift for the righty batters. You don't often see that. Mignetti playing almost directly behind second, and Occamy really covering the right side of the infield. As Zabniski misses down and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Alvarez 0 for 3, all 3 ground balls today. Yesterday had a big day with balls in the air, 2 solo shots, but Reading has really shut him down today as the 2-1, oh my God, is taken way out to left field. An absolute no-doubter as it trails over the video board. And Francisco Alvarez has a solo shot here. The Mets' #1 prospect makes it 3-2.
Yeah, if you want to talk about a no-doubter, I mean,
that was long gone.
Ball
The crowd is booing.
Absolutely crushed over the scoreboard. It literally trickled over the scoreboard. Well, now that run, and in the 7th inning.
That's
Makes
why
all
I say
the difference.
everyone matters here. A solo shot given up to Alvarez. His 3rd home run of the series makes it 3-2. Now Reading still in the lead here, and Zabniski has 2 outs, both strikeouts, as he goes against Ronnie Mauricio, who flies a ball into the left field grandstand. There's strike number 1. There's a reason that Alvarez is the number 1 prospect for the Mets. There's a called strike, down 0-2. Zabniski coming with a vengeance here, needs out number 3. Reading up by just 1 run now. 3 runs on 5 hits to Binghamton's 2 runs on 6 hits. And this is some high heat, 94 off the hand of Zarb, 1-2. Infield, outfield, back deep. The wind still pushing out to center, and Mauricio strikes out swinging on a pitch up and inside. Reading keeps their lead, but it's now 3-2 as Zabniski strikes out the side but leaves a solo shot in the air. Reading will have the opportunity in the bottom of the 8th to get some wiggle room. We'll be right back in just a moment.
State Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the FirstEnergy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phil season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Jack Conley comes in to start off the bottom of the 8th. Reading leads 3-2. A solo shot by Alvarez put another run on the board for Binghamton, who's used long balls today to score their only runs. Alvarez and Cortez have sent balls out to center field. Reading has played things kind of similarly. Everyone's using extra base hits to score their runs today. Aldrim Corridor, a 2-run shot in the 6th, and a triple and a double by Vicuña and Guzman respectively to put 3 runs on the board for Reading. Jack Conley fouls back pitch number 2, and he's down 0-2 here. He had a bunt single in the 6th that allowed him to come home on Corridor's home run, and I don't think that can be understated. Conley strikes out looking here. He is not happy with the call from home plate umpire Jae Young Kim. Having some words with him on the way back to the dugout. Without number 1, here is Aldrim Corridor.
He didn't even give a glance back to the home plate umpire. He just thought it was a ball.
Yeah, he was stepping out, ready to get back in.
It did look like it was a bit outside.
Here's Corridor. Takes the first pitch ball. He had that 2-run shot in the 6th. Reading, of course, would love, 1 or 2 more runs at the very least to get some insurance here. Following Corridor is Logan Occamy, so Reading certainly in a good part of their lineup to do that as Aldrim takes another ball, 2-1 the count. He had a pretty good day yesterday, 3 walks too, which isn't something normal for Corridor, but 3 walks is very special swats this ball foul, and the count moves to 2-2. Reading scored the first runs of this game, putting 2 up in the 6th. Every time they've scored runs, Binghamton has tried to claw their way back, but Reading has always had the lead in this contest as Aldrum takes one inside. The count is now full with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. In the dirt, ball 4. Corridor works a walk, and Reading gets a runner on with just 1 out for Logan Occamy. Looks like Ofrady Gomez, who's warming up in the bullpen for Reading, like that choice for the top of the 9th. Logan Occamy bat high in the air, the righty. Takes the first pitch below the knees. 0 for 3 in today's contest. So he's due for something here with a runner on first and 1 out. Occamy awaits the offering, and that's below the knees. 2 balls and no strikes. Somebody up and moving in Binghamton's bullpen. Nobody is throwing as of yet. Corridor shuffles off the bag at first. Occamy awaiting something he can do damage with. The 2-0 cuts the end of his bat. Honestly, I think he was trying to protect his face there. So it came a little chin music. So the count's now 2-1. There's ball 3 below the knees. Logan has been very patient in this at-bat. Waiting on deck, Josh Occamy.
Got a hitting streak on the line here.
Looking to get some damage done here for the Fightin' Phils. As important as the hitting streak is, I know Logan doesn't care about that at all. He just wants to help his team win. As he takes ball 4, he's going to jog down to first. And
that'll do some good.
Gets himself on base, moves Corridor into scoring position here. He is so focused on the team. Even when we had that streak in Reading where he had 5 home runs while we were there, he was still so frustrated when we were losing. He just wants to help the team so bad. And you got to love a guy like that who even when he's having his best, if the team is not at his best, he is not satisfied.
Very selfless.
So he gets himself down to first here after a quick meeting at the mound from Reagan and Alvarez. Here is Josh Occamy from the left side with 2 runners on and just 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Reading leads 3-1 here. Very important part of the game for the Fightin' Phils as they look to tie this series up at 2 wins apiece. Josh takes a first pitch, ball. And now we're going to see a visit from the pitching coach, Jerome Williams here. Interesting to come out in the middle of the at-bat here. The entire infield actually is going to come in as well, but usually the manager makes the changes and there's nobody throwing in the bullpen. So seems like they're going to trust Reagan here to get them through this frame. Corridor on second, Occamy on first. Both of them walked down. Josh Occamy is up with 1 out on the board. Reading leads 3 runs on 5 hits. Binghamton 2 runs on 6 hits. They did make an error in the field.
Crowd's starting to get back into it.
Trying to transfer their energy to the players here in a big moment for the Fightin' Phils. Long meeting at the mound, it's still going on. And now the home plate umpire, Jae-Young Kim, going out to break it up. 5 seconds left here. Gonna break it up. He's walking in between them. Your time is done. They're still standing there. They're still chatting. Nobody's moving. Kim is walking in the middle of the group, and now they break up. Everyone going back to their spots. Williams heading back into the dugout, and the Fightin' Phils trying to get themselves way out in front here as they lead 3-1. Crowd certainly supporting the hometown team. We love being here in Baseball Town for this reason. I mean, you can just feel the energy right now as Josh Occamy has his 1-0 count. Reagan sets up out of the stretch. He'll go here. 2 runners on and 1 out. Reading leads 3-2 as Occamy takes a ball outside. Looking back at second, Reagan comes home. Josh sends this deep to left field. Center field going back at the warning track is Vargas. Advancing to third is Aldrum Corridor, and Reading has runners on the corners with 2 outs. Another very deep fly ball that's caught at the warning track. And here is Chris Sharp with 2 on and 2 outs. Catcher Alvarez comes out in front of the plate, deals the sign. Manager Sean Williams sending the signs out as well to Corridor on third and Occamy on first. The Fightin' Phils, they do lead right now. They're up 3-2. Binghamton will have just 3 outs in the top of the ninth, but we saw what they did with that yesterday. Reading looking for a little bit more wiggle room than a 1-run lead if they can, as Sharp takes a first pitch inside. He reached on an error his first time up, but since then has been 0 for 2. So 0 for 3 on the day, technically. Sharp settling in the righty batter's box. The 1-0. Called strike on the outside corner. Kim has been calling that down and away spot all game.
It's left a couple guys frustrated on both sides.
That's for sure here. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Reagan above the letters. 2 balls and a strike.
Now looks like we're starting to get some throwing action down in the Binghamton bullpen.
Here's the offering. Sharp bumps it back foul into the plaza area. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the board here. Bottom of the 8th in Baseball Town. Reached the 2-hour mark in this contest. Shuffling off the bag is Corridor and Occamy respectively on their corners. 2 outs. Reagan, glove at the waist. Chris Sharp, ground ball left side. The shortstop makes the easy play over to second to get Occamy, who thought he got in time, and now manager Sean Williams is going to come over and have some words with Labella. Obviously a force there, but Occamy thought he beat him to the bag. A little frustrated with that. The inning ends. Reading still leads 3-2. As we go on to the top of the 9th, we'll see Ofrady Gomez in a big save situation in Baseball Town.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stands. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at FirstEnergy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner at Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star.
Call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen here for the top of the ninth. A big save situation for Ofrady Gomez as Reading leads Binghamton 3-2. It'll be Ritter, Fargas, and Cortez, the heart of Binghamton's order top of the ninth. Gomez, a first pitch ball to Ritter here. Arguably the highest velocity on the team. 98 miles an hour there. 2 balls, no strike. Reading, the home team, is leading by 1 run here, so trying not to have to bat in the bottom of the ninth as Gomez hits a strike on the outside. We saw him already once this series, 2 innings of work, 1 hit, and 5 strikeouts. Very solid for Gomez as he kicks and fires. The 2-1 popped foul into the net behind home plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Out of the 4 pitches he's thrown so far, I don't think he's thrown one under 95 miles an hour.
Certainly very high velocity here. Reliever comes inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
But he dropped down 81 on that one.
Well, that's the whole fool of it, is if he can go that high with his velocity and that low going off speed with a breaking ball. I mean, it is really hard to keep track of those as a batter. Here's the payoff pitch. He comes too high, and the tying run is now on first base. Here's Dineshwi Fargas. Presenting go-ahead run here for Binghamton. The tying run on first. Reading has just a 1-run lead. A new batter for Gomez as he gets a foul ball back. Strike number 1. We've seen Reading pick up 2 big double plays, both off the hands of James Mcarthur. And looking to see maybe if they can get one here. Gomez has only been with the team for 2 or so weeks now. Came from the FCL, a bunt. Gomez picks it up over to first. Occamy tried to keep his foot on the bag, but they say he didn't. Not a good throw by Gomez as it forces him to come off. Tough to tell from here, but Binghamton has 2 on and nobody out. That's going to go in as an error to Gomez, a tough throw that forced Occamy to come off the bag. Ritter advances to second, and suddenly Binghamton threatening here for the first time tonight with Carlos Cortez. Fly ball into the stands. There's a strike with the lefty batter. Very strong shift here. Guzman playing almost directly behind second base, and Castillo pretty much at third, so the whole left side of the infield is wide open here for Cortez. Reading risking it, seeing if they can turn 2 with the shift. Cortez takes it into left field again. It's going to be foul. Castillo giving chase. And strike number 2. Swing and a miss. Cortez down on strikes, and that is a huge out pickup for Ofrady Gomez. I think just needed one to settle in here. And he gets out number 1 for Hayden Sanger, who's been on all 3 times today. 2 walks and a single. He'll come up with 2 runners on here and 1 out in the top of the 9th. Reading leads just 3-2.
And now a double play here ends the game in any bag now at this point.
Like you said, every game here with the Rumble Ponies has been a close contest. Gomez kicks and fires to the righty. 98 whizzes past Sanger for strike 1.
You can see Ali Castillo reaching down and taking a swipe of the dirt of the infield. Everyone ready here to make a game-ending play.
Gomez. Glove at the chest, looks back at second. Now he comes home outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Good pick by Conley on that one. It's a little low and in the dirt.
There's a strike on the outside corner. One ball and 2 strikes here to Hayden Sanger. Gomez, I feel like very methodical here. He's taking his time, obviously, with the pitch clock. I don't think he's taking as much time as he would like. He better get going. 1 second left. Check swing. Does he go around? No. Ball in the dirt. 2-2. 1 out on the board here, top of the 9th. It's Ritter on second. Vargas on first. And just 1 out on the board. Reading leads 3-2. Of course, they'll have the bottom half, the home team, if they need it. But Gomez looking to notch the save here at Baseball Town. Goes down and away, 99 miles an hour. He wants Sanger to chase, but he does not.
And three balls in a row, but 3 really good blocks by Jack Conley, and any one of those balls gets past him, runners advance.
Certainly working it. The payoff pitch outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Crowd not happy with that call by the umpire. And that is the 3rd walk issued to Hayden Sanger today.
And Kim's been calling that pitch that's outside. That one may have been a little bit further, but it did look like it grazed the outside part of the plate.
And now we're going to see a visit from manager Sean Williams. So Sean has done this a number of times this season. He'll come out when things are really, really intense at the end of this game. And he'll come out, he'll give some words of wisdom, he'll hype everybody up here. And usually it ends up working out for Reading. He doesn't say much. Whatever he says, he knows what he's about.
Sometimes that's all you need.
And he heads back to the dugout here. The base is loaded. It's Ritter on 3rd, Vargas on 2nd, and Sanger on 1st. Reading leads 3-2. And here is Jeremy Vasquez, the number 8 hitter. Gomez misses down and away. Ball 1, no place to put Vasquez. He's 0 for 3 today. He's already grounded into 1 double play. Why not 2? Gomez has the glove in front of his face. His right hand down by his waist. Now he comes set, gets his grip, glove at the chest. Kicks and fires right down the middle, a called strike. Crowd very invested in this game. Still 1 out here on the top of the 9th, and of course, Reading will have the bottom half if they need it. Hopefully not. Gomez, the 1-1, taken up and foul. I think it's going to head onto the street, although a couple of kids try to catch it in the stands. And there's strike 2.
And it's a race to the back of the ballpark.
Bases loaded, 1 out here, top of the 9th. Gomez comes set. Here's the 1-2. Fouled back. Vasquez will get another opportunity. Reading leads 3 runs on 5 hits. Binghamton 2 runs on 6 hits. Both teams have made an error in the field. Every time Reading has scored more runs, Binghamton has tried to claw their way back. Runners on all the bases. Here's the 1-2. Misses inside. The crowd frustrated here. They want to see the hometown team come away with it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sean's trusting O'Frady here. In the top of the 9th. He gets a big swinging strikeout. Goes off speed down to 82 and absolutely fools Vasquez. And my, oh my, was that a huge out number 2, because now a sacrifice fly is not going to tie it up. A sacrifice fly will not be a sacrifice. It will end the game. And here's the number 9 hitter, Zach Ashford. Bases are still loaded. It's Ritter, Vargas, and Sanger respectively from left to right. Gomez working in tough conditions here, but this is the time where you prove yourself. First pitch ball below the knees, 1-0. This is what really Philly's staff is looking at, how you can handle in these situations. There is Mike Adams warming up in the bullpen in case he's needed, but Gomez, I think, wants to get out of this himself. He misses outside, 2-0. There's no place to put Ashford here. The bases are loaded in the top of the 9th. Ashford 1 for 3 today, 2 strikeouts. Here's the 2-0. Sent foul into the left field grandstand. Gomez needs just 2 more strikes.
On the edge of my seat here, literally.
Thank you and everybody else here at this game.
Absolutely.
Gomez, a big, deep breath. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss, 99, the fastest pitch we've seen out of O'Frady tonight, and now the crowd is on their feet. 1 more strike here will get them out of this game. Reading leads 3-2. The bases are loaded. The crowd is electric. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's sent deep to center field. Running back is Sharp on the run. It bounces off the wall. 2-run score for the Rumble Ponies, 3-run score, and a triple for Zach Ashford clears the bases. It is 5-3.
That ball was, I thought that was going to be out, honestly. That was crushed. And, there's nothing really Sharp could have done on that. He was playing a little more shallow, but it did take a funny bounce off the wall. That would have been a difficult play.
And now Sean will come in and get O'Frady Gomez here. Adams going to be called upon for the final out of the top of the 9th. So we're going to take a quick break, allow him to warm up as we try to get out of it. Reading trails 5-3.